Hey guys, so I want to kind of take a look at the new character I'm building because the Necro on Tier 2 dclone did not go. Actually, it went fine. I got him down to into the second phase there, and I'd burned about half my potions. I probably could get it in theory, but I'm just not spending a high rune per attempt with that preps to get on Pluggy some more. It's just too much. So I built up another character, and I wanted to try a Blade Sin because I want to try out characters that can kill Tier 2 dclone. Blade Sin is a pretty good one, and I kind of started this out pretty budget with a Nat set, and that's kind of what I want to show this off. There will be some non-budget things here already. That 2-skill Annihilus, yes, you can have a regular Annie. The Phoenix, yeah, I know, it's expensive there. And technically, I guess the 5 all-res Dungos, but you can get a regular Dungo there. And then I do have skillers with, like, you know, some low life. So I spent a high rune to get all these skillers. But if you were to buy regular trap ones without any life on them, they're going for like 2 or 3 Worldstone shards a piece. I was running this until very recently, obviously with regular old Storm Shield, which was just the PDR is just, yeah, way over capped, and I had a different belt on then. But yeah, that was doing fine. So the kind of the budget part of this, believe it or not, I got all of the Nat set and everything else here for like 2 Worldstone shards. Mal. I think I spent a Mal on the Nat's helm here. But a 3 socket, and these are all junk jewels. It was like a 195 roll at a 200 Nat's mark. Damage Demon and Undead is good. Again, people kind of sleep on this weapon because they forget that it is technically, if you get good rolls on it, like a 350 ED weapon on Demons and Undead. I'll probably end up replacing this, but hey, when the Nat set gives you 50 all-res, the 3 assassin skills is 45 ED. The Shadow Disciplines is 45 ED, so that's 90 ED on this whole thing. Physical damage reduce, it's like, yeah, the set's pretty good starter, as I've said before with Whirlwind. Just throw on Nats and put your Whirlwind Claw over here. Again, a 3-socket PDR Nat Shadow. I think I got this for a couple Worldstone shards. Like, that's 26 PDR just from there in the set there. That's pretty dope. Cannot be frozen. I'll probably P-box that. I'm going to try and keep rolling with this set here. That was a Mal, and then regular old Tri-Res Nats Boots, which eventually I'll try to get Max Fire Res 1, so I have 90 Fire Res for dclone. Dwarf Star, because I'm just practicing running this as I would as a dclone build. Yeah, the Dungos, which, again, don't even need the 5 all-res. Got to get a different Corrupt there. Nature's Peace. Nature's Peace is going to be my new favorite ring. I know I'm trying to do dclone now, but hey, it adds 100 life, and Max Res is just awesome. Laying on Hands, don't even have a corruption on this, but damage to demons. I mean, how much damage to dclone am I going to do here? I'll have to farm up some more mats and give this a shot now that I'm actually level 88. And I'm near there, but... And then, yes, yeah, Dope Assassin Ami, but again, this is sort of a dclone Ami. You can make these now. This looks impressive, but without the max res corruptions on there, you can make an Ami just like this with, like, enough rolls on the new, Diamond all-res roll crafting stuff. So, I mean, even when you look at this, I know I got some crazy stuff on here, and a CTA, but it's still my bad CTA. I mean, without all of this, and without the extra life from this, I mean, what would you be looking at? I mean, you're still rocking if you were to start this on the budget, right? Yeah, look, it's like 1900 life. It's just, it's pretty sick. Like, the Assassin obviously is a warrior, so it gets all these extra points for the vitality, but you're, what, going to be at 1800 life and rolling around with 20 plus PDR. Your reses are going to be maxed out, and you're going to have enough damage on really whatever you want to build. I'm doing Blade Sentinel, which I'll put up a map of later, but hey, it's like, what's my max damage at now? Yeah, 18 to 19k with the Might Merc, who doesn't have a fanaticism or anything else he's adding there. So this is pretty good, and I think you can roll this with kind of anything. Oh, I am out. Just sold out. Yep, just some guy just cleaned me out on those. But yeah, for Blade Sentinel, you max out these 3 here. Those are all the synergies. I'm dumping into Venom and Cobra Strike. It seems to be different depending on when Cobra Strike is better or Venom, but hey, it's an extra 1,000 damage. You could dump into Shadow Warrior because your Shadow Warrior does, and you don't want Master. Shadow Warrior mimics your skills. Shadow Master does everything. So I want the Shadow Warrior to be sending out my Blade Sentinels. Yeah. And because you're using the Nat set, at least with my setup for now, Burst of Speed is your go-to. You don't need to dump points into Fade, which I think I'm going to eventually have to do for dclone. I mean, what would my... Yeah, for dclone, I mean, my PDR is still with no points, no hard points to bump up that damage reduction, really. Is it hard points on that? I thought it was hard points. Even then, I'm sitting, again, I'll probably have to replace the junk jewels here with Jaw. I'll have to P-box that and go Jaw, but I imagine I'll have 2,500 plus life, 46 PDR, max reses across the board, and a Blade Sentinel spinning out at 15k per pop. And because you have IAS built into the Nat's Claw, I mean, you are already, well, with at least with Burst of Speed on, you're at the top break point. Actually, I probably should check this. What would it be with Fade? Which you probably doesn't matter too much for dclone. I mean, you're still sending them out. Yeah, you're at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th break point. Like, that's still going to be plenty. I don't think I need to worry about getting the break point with dclone. So this is, like I said, I'm just kind of impressed at how dope this is. And the Phoenix, if you're going to do dclone, has the max fire res and max lightning res already built in. Like, damn. I should have gone Blade Sentinel this season. I still want to get dclone down on the Poison Necro. It's just, my lord, I don't even... I know this is supposed to be a Blade Sentinel video, but I'll show this real quick. The boots I need are obviously Water Walks and Max Fire Res, which are going for like a burr, and I probably could have bought that instead of that Phoenix, but I tried it with Hot Spurs. That was not fun. You need faster run walk. I could not dodge enough stuff. That's why I ended up dying. Used the potions effectively, did everything I was supposed to, but my lord, yeah, could not dodge everything. So, Blade Sentinel, I'll put up a map eventually here, but the only problem with it is just sort of its AoE ability. I mean, you want to run fortified maps and be on hallway maps. I'll say like Ruins of Vizhun. I tried recording one. That's why there's not going to be one attached to this, and I was like, oh my god, this is terribly slow. It's a big open map. Something like Throne, something like Lost Temple with fortified. That's kind of where this excels at. It is more of a bosser than the Poison Strike, which is the Poison Strike does everything sort of well. I got to get down that tier 2. If I can get down tier 2 dclone, that'll be my like forever class. But yeah, it does not map as well, but we'll see as I keep pumping out gear. And remember, I am using Nats right now. I mean, if I had a what 400 min damage claw like I had on my Whirlwind Sin or something like that, I mean, this might be nasty out of 10 here. I have to fix the res, have to fix the PDR then, but hey, a Crown of Ages exists, so I can probably get there, and it's not like Fade isn't, Fade's an OP skill here. So when Fade exists, it's not like getting PDR up is a major problem. I mean, what, 20 getting from the set? So yeah, I'd be down to 40 if I put on a good Crown of Ages. I mean, you could get PDR on boots for crying out loud, and that would, well, then you'd miss the max fire res. Maybe dump the Dwarf Star, but point is, very cool class, very easy to build, very easy to get into. The Phoenix does bump things over the edge, but hey, throw in a Storm Shield for a bit. Nat set, if you're making an Assassin, leveling with it was easy, mapping with it to start out was very easy, though it isn't the fastest, and I'll throw up a map later when I have more time. Okay, and I know I literally just finished this video. Like, there it is, it was done, it was finished. And I was like, hey, whatever chaoses are going for at this point in the season, we're about 3 weeks in. If you're watching this way back in the future, way forward in the future, I guess. But someone was selling this for a Vex. 291 roll. Not a great base, doesn't have the 3 to Claw and Dagger Mastery, which is, again, worth like 45 ED. You want that. But hey, for a Vex rune, that's what I had left, really. I'm completely out of runes. But I was like, man, this build is kind of the same as Whirlwind. I mean, I have a super decked Blade Shield, which helps with Whirlwind. Why can't I throw a Whirlwind Claw on this? I guess with the Whirlwind, I'd be dumping into Venom and Cobra Strike to get my Whirlwind, you know, an extra, maybe, what, 2.5k poison damage. But I didn't, with the Nat set, again, I don't really need to dump points into Burst of Speed or Fade. Yeah, it works really fucking well, too. I'm going this weird Blade Sentinel hybrid next season, because you can just flip right. First off, you don't need to use the nat set. I'm going to. But there's your bosser right there. There's your dclone killer right there. And then when you want to map, you just flip the Phoenix off. And that's, what, 0.8 high runes? I miss Whirlwind Assassin. Yeah. And you're still sitting at really, really good reses. 80s across the board. And your Whirlwind is really not terrible. It's not my 13K-er. But I'm using that set. I mean, yeah, this is, and hell, these are bad jewels. What if I got 120 ED, 45 max, another 120, well, I guess, what, another 100 ED, and 30 extra damage out of that, and then, man, yeah. Nat set is really good, Assassin is really good, Fade is really good, and even if you wanted to run the slower style and be safer on hardcore, it's like, you don't need IAS for Whirlwind. 46 PDR there still. Man, this class is dope. Anything you guys want to talk about? Any political situations, let me know in the comments so I can get muted on the Discord again for talking about politics in a neutral fashion. And look out, we are going to put out a trading video soon. We were going to do this before Wappinator went on a work trip. And then Dark Humility put out an hour-long trading video today. So go check that out. It's full of some good stuff if you guys are looking for that. And we'll get our own discussion going because we had that planned. But we're going to try not to go over the same points he did. No point repeating stuff. See you guys later.